You'll be swell. You'll be great. Everything's coming your plate. Starting here, starting now, honey. Everything's coming up. Vecna. Oh, Vecna, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Vecna. Hey, Vecna. What's up? Good morning. Yes, I am the first voice you hear this Friday morning, coming to you with the usual Friday hodgepodge of news and weirdness. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on the dot. It's the 19th day of April 2024. It is 54 degrees and gloomy. I'm just going to wait, hold on. Yep. Yeah, April. Nope, not April. Looks like October outside. Okay, so it looks like it's, speaking of spring and summer, it's going to be once again the summer of Vecna. Everywhere you look, it's Vecna, Vecna, Vecna. What is up? I mean, there's like 20 different stories here, Vecna related. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's because the very first adventure, or very last adventure for 2024 D&D is the Vecna thing, the year of Vecna, or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, it sounded like it was going to be one thing, but now it looks like it's going to be another thing, and it kind of reads like a mess. And if you're wondering what the plot, beginning, middle, and end is, well, all you have to do is go back and watch the interview or any one of these articles I'm about to look at, and you pretty much know the plot, which is a perfect time for me to do my review of Scott McClintock's worst Forgotten Realms storyline, which I'm going to do. So what is the big deal with Wizards of the Coast and the Summer of Vecna? Well, it looks like that our friends at Wizards of the Coast are hoping this resurgence of Vecna nostalgia and this year-long, well, not really, Vec focus on the boy will revivicate them a little bit somehow. I don't know. I guess they're hoping the nostalgia, fascination with the OG Lich, Hand of Vecna, Eye of Vecna, Head of Vecna. Vecna has appeared in every iteration of D&D in some form. He's always out there. We had that 10-year long conspiracy running through every D&D product regarding the Black Obelisk and how they were going to lead to the eventual discovery that Vecna has been the mastermind pretty much behind everything that's been going on since 2014. But as we know, with the final Fendelver adventure, they chose to go in a different direction. So either they intentionally or unintentionally misled us over 10 years, or we just fed more into the Black Obelisk than was really there. But they have announced, of course, as you know, this Vecna-themed multiversal adventure. And then a couple days, when they announced the pre-release, they also announced that if you purchase the pre-release online from D&D Beyond, you would get this thing, the Nest of the Eldritch Eye, the very first D&D DLC for an adventure pre-order DLC. Something you see in video games, of course. If you pre-order OGGM Sandwiches Adventures, you will get all this stuff, as opposed to people who buy it day of. If you pre-order the box set of OGGM Sandwich board game, you get these extra thingies that nobody else will get, but you only can get them for a little time. This, of course, because it's Wizards, received them a lot of negative press, trying to embrace the pay-to-play pre-release, hey, if you buy it now, you get extra stuff mentality, which doesn't seem like it really worked. I haven't seen the pre-release numbers yet, but based upon Wizards of the Coast financials right now, I don't think this was as successful as they thought. And it's of course it's only on D&D Beyond, so it's not downloadable. It's not a PDF. You have to do it through the weird D&D Beyond way of going through adventures. You can't just copy and paste it and take it with you. So unless you've got access to D&D Beyond where you are, should you want to run it, you got to go through the whole process of copy, paste, print, put it together. Yeah, clever. So was this a good idea? Probably not. But we got a lot of other things coming out for the Summer of Vecna. Not only can you get the prequel Nest of the Eldritch Eye, on D&D Beyond. We've also got the announcement, as you know, that the pre-release for game companies like your mom and pop game store will predate anybody else. So if you are a mom and pop brick and mortar game store, Wizards of the Coast claims you will get your copies on May 7th. Meanwhile, Amazon and Target both show their date as May 22nd. So we are supposedly getting it before anybody else. Do you really think that Wizards would go and give a copy of this product first to mom and pop game store in Des Moines, Iowa, before they give it to Target, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and the others? Or when the 7th rolls around, will they come up with some excuse? Oh, shipping delays. I don't know. I'm betting on shipping delays. But as we can see, there's a lot of stuff regarding our friend Vecna this week, today, in our hodgepodge of news. Like I said, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stories, all regarding Vecna, plus the pre-release thing. So technically 5 stories. So first, we've got from our friends, enemies, Beetle and Grimm, or whatever they are, the super special Beetle and Grimm version of the adventure, which will, of course, be double the normal price. It have the fox lever embossed, gold embossed cover. That will come out sometime afterwards, the Vecna thing. We'll have a whole bunch of extra stuff that you can't normally get. So if you want to get the super special stuff from Beetle and Grimm, you can order this thing. Price. Oh, $500. $500. $500 for a Vecna adventure. But with that, you get, the Vecna Eve of Ruin adventure set broken into 5 booklets, because remember, we want to take the responsibility off DM's shoulders. You get the code to the digital version of the module. I guess they're assuming you didn't special order the module. So here's the code to get the digital version, which is free on D&D Beyond. You get some bonus encounters that they came up with. You get some art, a book of art that you will be able to find free on the, look, there's the art right there, free on the internet, but you can spend $500 to get books. You can get player and DM aids, including 17 secret cards. We have a picture of these 17 secret cards. No. You get the minis. You get all these free minis. Get a mini of Vecna, Tasha, Austriel, Bearded Devil, Black Rose Bear, I don't know, Blaze Bears. That sounds cool. Is that like a bear on fire? Drider, Eldritch Knight, Horn Devil, Moonlight Guardian, Necromancer Wizard, Red Abashi, Spider Fiend, Vrocked, Warforged Blade, or question mark. $500 to get these minis. Just let you know, remind you that it's like 100 something to get an entire brick of the minis that will have the same things in it. You get the unique aluminum plated magic items card that combine to create the Rod of 7 parts, because thanks for telling us the Rod of 7 parts plays a huge part in this storyline. So every time your characters get a piece of the part, you can hand them this, or Vecna beats you to the part. You can solve, Vecna's got this part, but you've got that part, kind of thing. Thank you. You get some battle mats. You get a poster. You get some handouts. You get a custom DM screen. You get coins. Because reasons. But quite possibly, best of all, you get a tattoo. This is the Vecna figure. It is one of the better ones that are coming out of the new series. It still doesn't beat that Strahd one. But yeah, this is a pretty good figure. You'll notice he has both eyes and both hands, though. I don't know if it's worth $500. This art, that's free. Whatever. But that's the thing. We already talked about this. There's a trailer up that features an actor, Neil Newborn. Who cares? And features Vecna telling you his plan. So it's a trailer with this guy voicing Vecna. He's also did one of the voices in Baldur's Gate. It's Neil Newborn, in which Vecna tells you in a typical villain monologuing his entire plot. And then, in case you wanted to know ahead of time, so you don't have to look them up or get them, they've also given us a list of all the monsters that are going to appear in the module. Thus, once again, I don't have any reason to get the module because you just gave me an entire list. So if you want to know all the lists, there's 40 monsters in this adventure. Some are brand new, some are old, whatever. We've got some kind of slime dragon. We've got the undead demon-y dragon versus a giant blue meanie. We got a guy riding a 3-headed whatever the hell this thing is. One body is a demon, and 2 other parts of bodies are wolves. I think that's a magic card, by the way. We got some guy. We got another undead, more undead. Vecna sitting in his throne. That's Tasha. That's Austriel. I don't know who that is. That's not Mordekainen. That's Mordekainen. Tasha and Audriel. Undead dragon. Another demon. Tasha again. And some space squids. So these are pictures of the monsters. We don't have any list of the monsters, do we? No, but, again, all things I could already find. It does feel like they are pushing the Vecna agenda to reinvigorate, to get you interested. Look at this Vecna thing. Look at that Vecna thing. Look at this Vecna thing. Vecna. That's 80% of the news today is all the things Wizards is doing to get your attention. The main things that are coming out of it is, will Vecna actually make it to mom and pop tabletop role-playing game stores in, Santa Barbara 2 weeks before it actually shows up at the shelves of Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, and other big box? Or will Wizards fumble the ball midnight the 6th and go, oh no, shipping delays. Oh no, ink delays. Oh no, we found AI art. I mean, it would be, I would love it if they could prove me wrong, if they actually did do it, because, it would show at least somebody at Wizards of the Coast still cares about mom and pop stores, or there is some, but more likely there is some horrible stranglehold requirement for a mom and pop friendly local game store to get the books, which I'm, like, in order to get the 3 copies of the books we're going to send you, you got to special order 2,000 sets of the new Magic set and all these other things, and then we'll send you 3 copies, and you might get them by the 7th. Which, or they just go, no, sorry, they're delayed. Either way, it just doesn't seem to fit Wizards of the Coast's latest order of operations to just go, here, OGGM game store in the middle of the Salton Sea. Here are your 20 copies of Vecna that we're going to give you before we give it to Amazon or Target, even though we know we're losing money by giving it to you, as opposed to the hundreds of dollars we'll make when people buy it at Amazon or from Target. No. We want you to know we're still got your back. And of course, by using Vecna, they're also hoping to, once again, hand a olive branch to the older gamers who recognize Vecna and who, that's our favorite supervillain in D&D history. Of course, we want to see what you're going to do with him in 2024 D&D. I will gladly forgive everything you've said about me or Vecna or the old school or D&D and spend the $60 to buy this book, even though you've already told me the entire plot. everything that's involved. You've given me all the monsters ahead of time, so I don't have to pay for them. And I know how it ends. I know it involves a rod of 7 parts. I know which universes you're going to. I literally know the entire plot. We know that only the player characters can save the world, and we know that Vecna loses. You told us that. But I'll still hand you my $60. That's what they're counting on. Or you could just go pick up Scott McClintock's Doomed Forgotten Realm Vecna-centric adventure on DM's Guild, which I'll be reviewing later today. Because, yeah, I've been holding off on reviewing it until the Vecna stuff started. But now it seems Wizards is just bombarding us with Vecna in the hopes that, hey, look at this creation Gary Gygax created that we stole, this huge evil bad guy, but we're going to use him to usher in the new 2024 D&D mentality. And there's probably so many ways they could have used Vecna to actually do this intelligently, but instead they I don't know. I mean, based upon what we know of the plot, it doesn't feel like it's going to do what it should have done. No mention of Kaz unless he's that elf in the picture, or the sort of Kaz. I doubt Kaz shows up. It would be really cool if he did. It would really, feed into the classic Vecna storyline, but I doubt it. And I just lost my train of thought. Also, I'm having an allergy attack because you can tell by the sniffles. Vecna. So that's it. We got a whole bunch of Vecna news. We know it looks like Vecna is the horse that Wizards is putting 2024 D&D Beyond. It could have been like a year-long adventure path, but instead it's all being shoved into this one thing. And this one thing, we already knows the beginning, middle, and end, and how it ends. So, really don't know. Till next time, I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about Vecna ever again, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by August. We still can do it. We're at 1,700 something. But don't forget to check out the merch that I have created for the Red Room. Link down below. Hit that notification button to make sure the algorithm recognizes that you actually want to see my stuff, because otherwise it might get lost in the D&D YouTube curse. And I'll talk to you later. Till then, it's now me singing again. Oh, Vecna, you're so fun. You're so fun. You can